Hi, dear friends and subscribers. Welcome to your Cricket Happening show. And everything is over. In fact, this has been a very comprehensive victory by Pakistan in the first Test match here at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. It is so surprising. On the third day itself, the match is all over. Even the whole day's play is not over, but the match is over. One was expecting a holiday crowd on Saturday to swarm up the Dubai International Cricket Stadium, but in fact the match has been finished by Pakistan quite early because England abjectly surrendered, and this time they didn't surrender to Saeed Ajmal, of who had a really stranglehold on them in the first innings, taking 7 wickets. But in fact, it was Umar who actually broke the back. Probably there was some psychological pressure on England, which made them actually surrender their wickets to Umar Gul. In fact, Umar Gul actually picked up the first 4 wickets. Well, I'll be talking about all that. But today, just the story of the day. So this was a comprehensive victory by Pakistan. They won by 10 wickets in the end. That's the only thing that England could do, is that their tailenders actually saw to it that Pakistan batted again. So that was something that they would be at least happy about. Other than that, Pakistan totally dominated the first Test match, and Pakistan actually resuming at the overnight score of 288 for 7 stretched the lead to 338 thanks to Adnan Akmal, the wicketkeeper, just playing his strokes and also shielding the tailenders very well, Umar Gul and Saeed Ajmal, because Umar Gul was gone. He was a victim. He was gone for a duck today. Caught Morgan bowled broad, and Saeed Ajmal also left for 12 with 1-4, was a victim of Swan. Isas Chima was there. Isas Chima was giving him good support. He was staying there. He was shielding Isas Chima very well, Adnan Akmal. But Adnan Akmal finally had to go. Rush of blood there. And he was yards down the wicket to Swan. And Pryor did the rest. He was stumped by Pryor with the bowling of Swan for 61 with 8 fours. A very valuable knock. 338 all out Pakistan. And bowling figures, well, it was 2 for 71 for Anderson, 4 for 107 for Graham Swan, who bowled very well, 1 for 16 for Jonathan Trott. So, looking at that, the lead that Pakistan had was a very handy one. It was around 146 odd, actually. The lead was 146 runs, and England took that. And as I said, the psychological pressure created by Saeed Ajmal in the first innings really had a telling effect on England, I would say, because England actually lost their wickets to Umar Gul. Umar Gul came in. Yes, there was definitely some very good bowling from him. No doubt, he's a very good bowler. But if you see the strokes there, the first to go was Andrew Strauss, the opener, who was caught behind down the leg side. In fact, the first three victims, the first three, that is Strauss, Cook, and Trott, were all caught down the leg side. In fact, Strauss was gone, caught Adnan Akmal, bowled Umar Gul for 6, and then Alistair Cook, had a very poor test match here. He was also caught down the leg side of the bowling of Umar Gul, like the opener Strauss. And at that time, the score read 25 for 2. And Umar Gul came in and also picked up Kevin Peterson. Kevin Peterson was induced to go for a hook shot. He did that. Deep square like Abdul Rahman pouched the catch, and he was gone for a duck. That made it 25 for 3. And Ian Bell was a victim of Saeed Ajmal. Now, Saeed Ajmal got an identical delivery that he bowled. The Dusra, Ian Bell couldn't read it properly. He was trapped in front by Saeed Ajmal for 4, made it 35 for 4. 35 for 4. Jonathan Trott was the only man who provided some brief resistance and also was the highest scorer with 49 runs with 6 fours. But Ian Morgan also just stood there for a while. But Abdul Rahman, who bowled excellently, also chipping in with 3 wickets, came in and picked up Ian Morgan's wicket as he was caught by Adnan Akmal. Adnan Akmal had a lot of hand in all these dismissals today, getting a lot of them caught behind. So he was gone for 14. Matt Pryor, who did well in the first innings, couldn't do much this time, as Saeed Ajmal, who was bowling stump to stump, and he was bowling very straight. And let me tell you, the batsmen are definitely finding it difficult to read him, and they continued their struggling in Saeed Ajmal too, as Matt Pryor was LBW bowled Saeed Ajmal for 4. And then it was Jonathan Trott who was partnered by Stuart Broad, but Jonathan Trott, after making 49, was a victim of Umar Gul. Umar Gul getting his 4th victim there, 4 for 63, his figures. Stuart Broad and Swan then stretched it. They were the ones who actually stretched the score from 87 for 7. They were reduced to 87 for 7 when Pryor left, and then they stretched the lead to 135 with Graham Swan playing some good strokes, and also Stuart Broad. And it was looking like, the only reason that England made Pakistan bat again was because of this partnership, which pushed on the score to 135. And this stand was broken. It was just a formality, as Stuart Broad was a victim of Abdur Rahman, caught by Asad Shafiq for 17 with 1-4, and Tremlett was a victim of Abdur Rahman 2 for a duck, and Graham Swan's wicket was taken by Saeed Ajmal, caught Asad Shafiq 39 with 5 fours and 1s. It was all over. 160 all out. England bowled out for 160, and bowling figures 19 overs, 5 maidens, 63 runs and 4 wickets. Umar was the man who made very early inroads into the England innings. Saeed Ajmal, he got a 10 wicket haul, and he was the man of the match. There was no doubt about that Saeed Ajmal was named man of the match. He got 3 for 42 of 17.3 overs and 4 maidens. Abdur Rahman, 12 overs, 2 maidens, 37 runs and 3 wickets, also bowled very well. Aizaz Cheema, none for 9 and none for 4 for Mohammad Hafiz. And Pakistan had to bat again. They had 15 runs to get, and Mohammad Hafiz got all the 15 runs by claiming 3 boundaries in his score of 15 of 16 deliveries. Tawfiq Umar was not out on not of 6 deliveries. It was all over. 15 for no loss. Pakistan won the first test of this three-test series, and now the focus shifts on to the second test match in Abu Dhabi. And let me tell you, the one thing that England need to do is that they need to get that psychological pressure off from them, of Saeed Ajmal, and really concentrate, because Saeed Ajmal has been having a psychological effect for them. His 10 wicket haul there, and also it was very surprising that they are surrendering the wickets to Umar Gul. Certain deliveries, if you see, getting caught down the leg side is something which is not something that test batsmen would do. But as I said, psychological pressure has definitely played on England, according to me, and they definitely need to get out of that. Yes, England are definitely capable of doing that. They are definitely capable of coming out of it, and probably they could be a better team when they meet Pakistan in the second test in Abu Dhabi. But all in all, it was a good clash. Saeed Ajmal was simply superb. Just talking about the match, for England, yes, they have to do all the work now. They have to really get over the Saeed Ajmal thing and get it straight. As far as Pakistan are concerned, well, everything was going well for them. The bowlers were the ones who really gave them the victory, because they restricted England in the first innings, they restricted England in the second innings, and that's what enabled them to win. So I would rather say that the credit goes to the Pakistani bowlers for putting up. Everyone bowled. In fact, Abdur Rahman also was looking very good. He was also not easy to really play. He was really on them. Umar Gul, as I said, making early inroads. So all in all, we are looking out for definitely a very good clash in Abu Dhabi in the second test, and one hopes that England puts up a fight here, because it is like it's a tame surrender. The match is over in 3 days, and Saturday it was told that the United Arab Emirates would be seeing a lot of crowds on Saturday, being a public holiday. But the match is not even lasted that way. It's Thursday, and the match is all over. Tomorrow there is one day international, where it's a matter of Sri Lanka trying to salvage something in the series. This will be the one day international which will be played tomorrow, the 4th one day international. South Africa have already wrapped up the series 3-0, but that is the only thing which is coming up. And then we have India taking Australia at the Adelaide Oval, which might be starting probably a day later or probably next week. But other than that, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this note, I would be ending my Cricket Happening show, congratulating Pakistan for the superb victory over England, a 10-wicket victory. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show for today. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.